Hello students, in the previous video we have started a new chapter that was square and square roots. ठीक है, तो हमने पढ़ा था the properties of square and square root, properties of square. ठीक है, हमने पढ़ा था the first property is if any number 1 square is equals to 1, 2 square is equals to 4, 3 square is equals to 9, 4 square is equals to 16, 5 square is equals to 25, 6 square is equals to 36, 7 square is equals to 49, 8 square is equals to 64, and 9 square is equals to 81, and 10 square is equals to 100. Now, अगर किसी भी नंबर में लास्ट में 1 आता है, if any number contains its ones place as 1, so the number square ones place will be also 1. For example, 21, the ones place is 1. It contains the 1 at ones place. So the square of 21 is 441. That means the square also contains the 1 at the last digit. Okay. 2. Whenever a number contains 2 at its ones digit, so the square of that number contains 4 at the ones digit. Example is 12. So 12 contains 2 as the ones digit, 2 as the last digit or ones digit. So square of 12 is equals to 144. That means it contains the 4 at the ones place. अगर किसी भी नंबर में 2 ones place पे है तो उसके स्क्वायर में 4 जो रहेगा उसके ones place पे होगा, क्योंकि 2 का स्क्वायर 4 होता है. ठीक है. Now if a number contains 3 in its ones place, so the square of that number contains 9 at the ones place. Example is 13 contains 3 at its ones place. So the square of 13 is 169. So 169 contains 9 at the ones place. Okay. Now 4. Now if any number contains 4 at the ones place or the last digit, so the square of that number contains 6 at the ones place. How? See here. So 14 is a number which contains 4 at the ones place. So square of this number मतलब 14 का square is 196. So मैंने आपको बताया था कि अगर किसी नंबर में 4 ones प्लेस पे है तो उसके स्क्वायर में 6 ones प्लेस पे होगा. ठीक है, तो यहां पर 4 ones प्लेस पे था तो इस नंबर का मैंने स्क्वायर किया तो यहां पर 6 देखिए ones प्लेस पे आया. ओके. नाउ 5. If a number contains 5 in its ones place, so square of that number contains 5 in its ones place. Example 25. So 25 contains 5 in its ones place. So square of 25 is 625. So 5 is coming at the ones place. Similarly, all the numbers, say if there is 6, so in its square also 6. If it contains 7, so in its square contains 9. If it is 8, it contains 4. If 9, then 1. If 0, then 0. So this is the property of the square we have discussed in the previous class, and we have also discussed in the previous class that if the number contains 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. Now if a number contains these digits in its ones place, then it must be a perfect square. It always, हमेशा नहीं होता है, it must be a perfect square. But if it contains 2, 3, 7 and 8, if it contains these numbers, then it will never be a perfect square. It will never be a perfect square. Now this was the properties of the square, and we have done the 2 questions on the basis of this. Now there is another property of the square, that is square of odd number is always a odd number, and square of even number is always a even number. Let's see how. If take an example of 12. Take an example of 12. 12. Now 12 is a even number. So if we square the 12, it gives 144. That is also an even number. Now if we take a number that is 27. 27 is an odd number. Now if we square this number, we get 729. That is also an odd number. That is also an odd number. So square of odd number is always an odd number, and square of even number is always an even number. So open the exercise 6.1, students. Now there is a question. Okay, the question says that the square of which of the following would be an odd number. So the first example is given as 431. 431. So we can say this number is an odd number. So always the square of odd number is odd. So square of this number will be odd. So we can write square of 431 is an odd number. The second question is 2826. Now students, we can see that this is an even number. This is an even number. This is an even number because it contains 6 at the last place. Now we can say that square of even number is always an even number. So square of this number is always even. This is the final exercise.